Well, we are about to speak to a man who has made Olympic history. Benjamin Alexander is set to become the first skier to represent Jamaica at next month's Winter Olympics in Beijing.
Benjamin grew up in Northamptonshire. He has a Jamaican father, though. He took up skiing in 2016, so quite recent. If you think there are some similarities with a certain movie classic about bobsleighing, Cool Runnings, you'd be right. Benjamin joins us now from Zurich, where you're probably celebrating, because it's not that long since you qualified for the Winter Olympics. First things first, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me here. There was a lot of celebration on the Thursday when we qualified, and I don't think I need to see alcohol now until after the Olympic Games.
And it's so extraordinary, your story. You only tried out skiing in 2015?
Well, 2015 was the first time that I was exposed to it and I saw my friends do it. It was 2 months later, the beginning of 2016, when I actually had my first proper lesson. And what's crazy is when I'll be standing there in the start gate in China, it'll be a few days shy of my 6-year anniversary of starting the sport.
Now, we mentioned Cool Runnings. It was the Jamaican bobsleigh team, but it was the first time that they competed in the Olympics. It was a fantastic film. Was there anything that you took from that made you think, yeah, all right then, I'll do it with skiing?
Yeah, so much. I mean, if those guys could do it, many of us should try crazy things as well. And actually, it's because of this movie and because I'm Jamaican that everyone just kept making these jokes about Cool Runnings, Jamaican on ice, you should go to the Olympics. And after a while, I thought, why not? I mean, I went to the Games in 2018 as a spectator and realized that there were only 3 Jamaican athletes, which took me by surprise because we're such a powerhouse in the Summer Games. And that was kind of like the seed of an idea was formed there. Maybe there was a space for a skier. Maybe there was a space for me.
So you make that pretty big decision, I'm going to take part in the Winter Olympics, or at least I'm going to try, and then the pandemic hits.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 years have really been a struggle against the pandemic. If I'd have known 2 years ago that 17 of the last 24 months I wouldn't be able to get to competitions because of the pandemic, if I'd have known that I wouldn't be able to ski in the Southern Hemisphere for the last 2 summers, which was initially part of my plan, because of the pandemic, I would never have started this. And so my biggest feeling is of relief that I got this thing over the line in the nick of time, because Sunday just gone was the deadline.
Wow, well done you. Benjamin, we're not casting any doubts about your medal hopes here. But just to say, you're quite a new skier, it's fair to say, with a few years in the bank, and you've got no coach. So just tell us how your preparations are going, because it's not long before the Winter Olympics, is it?
Yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, I don't want to take anything away from those incredible athletes that are literally like magicians. It's poetry what they can do on the snow, but they've been skiing since they were 2, and they've been race training for the last 20 years. That's my competition when I get to the Olympics.
Yeah, well, watching you're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. But, you know, the thing is, the better you get, the more problems you see. I can see problems with my technique on this current video here. I'm kind of cringing. But look, my story is about participation and setting the platform for the next generation to do much better than I've done, and hopefully for them to start much earlier. I've already identified 3 Jamaican athletes that have been skiing since they were 2 and racing for the last 10 years. And they'll be 17, 18 years old when we get to Cortina 2026. And we'll do a lot better than I will. And hopefully my experience will give them a much easier ride of qualifying and performing much better than I will do next month.
Benjamin, lots of luck. If anything, you truly have been and are an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Good luck.
Thank you.